tonight. Good evening, I'm Greg Floyd. Dory's on assignment tonight. Our top story tonight, 2 cops hailed as heroes after they rescued 2 women from a sinking car. This all happened during the storms and flash floods last night in Albany. Our Brendan Lewis spoke with them, and he joins us in studio live tonight to fill us in. Brandon?
Well, Greg, police saying the 2 women were going out to dinner at Hackett and Crown Terrace near Albany Med as the storm hit. The water around them quickly started surrounding the car they were in and then swept it away, prompting the officers to take action.
It wasn't a scene that we usually see in Albany.
For officers Phil Durand and Christopher Stiles, Tuesday's summer storm brought on several inches of rain and a flood they never imagined when 2 women tried to drive in the storm and the water surrounded their car.
When we were watching, the car started to sink under. 2 female passengers got out and climbed to the hood of the car. At that time, myself and Officer Durand decided to go try to get the 2 females off the car.
Just to give you an idea of how deep the water was, this is the water line on this street pole. I'm about 6 feet tall, so at its peak, the water would have nearly covered my head.
It's not your typical situation. You know, we do a lot of tactics and, dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, but most of the time you don't think you're going to go swimming on your tour of duty.
But that's exactly what they did. The women got onto the hood of the car, and as this picture shows, you can barely see it's there.
One lady, she was like, I can't swim, and the other lady, she told us that she was 6 months pregnant, so we know that we had a pretty dire situation on our hands. When we ended up getting the 2 ladies off of the car and to safety, the water was probably about chest high, but it probably rose to about 10 feet after that. One of the street signs was completely covered.
Durand and Stiles brought the women to higher ground. While wet, they weren't hurt and continued on their way.
They were happy to be out of the situation because they were the one woman, she couldn't swim. She was, pretty frightened. So I think they were just happy that we were there at the right place at the right time.
And both officers remained on duty, soaking wet for the rest of their shift. They were assigned to block access to Hackett Boulevard for other vehicles. The city says the heavy rain overwhelmed the sewers, but it is investing millions of dollars a year to update the water system. Live in studio, Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News.